New York Times, the President Trump paid $750 in federal income tax in 2016 and nothing in 2010 and 10 of the prior 15 years, largely because he reported losing much more money than he made. So you think people would be happy with that story? Trump is a bad businessman. He doesn't make money. I thought the people would be like, yay. No. Donald Trump in 2011 interview said even Americans who don't earn much should pay something in taxes to be part of the game. On Sunday, the New York Times reported Trump paid no federal income taxes in 10 out of 15 years beginning in 2000. Do you notice the key is they're not saying illegally? Trump didn't write those tax laws, did he? This is the norm for the ultra-rich, and they've been allowed to do this because of both parties. Both parties have spent decades absolutely mangling the tax code to make sure you and I pay more than he does.
Mm-hmm. Oh, finish that line that he says, job
creators my ass. That's right. Watch this. And Trump knows this too. Here's one of those rare moments when Trump actually tells the truth. Watch this.
Who are paying more federal income tax than a billionaire. I find that
so let me just tell you very
astonishing.
Simply, we're entitled, because of the laws that people like her pass, to take massive amounts of depreciation and other charges, and we do it. And all of her donors, just about all of them, I know Buffett took hundreds of millions of dollars, George Soros, took hundreds of millions of dollars. Let me just explain. All of her donors, most of her donors have done the same thing as I did.
Okay.
Well, and you know what you should have done?
Folks, we heard
and
this.
You know, Hillary, what you should have done? You should have changed the law when you were a United States Senator. If
folks,
you don't like
we heard
it.
This.
Yeah.
Because your donors and your special interests are doing the same thing as I do, except even more so.
Well,
you should have changed the law, but you won't change the law. And frankly, you should have changed the law. So if you don't like what I did, you should have changed the law.
Gee, if only we had a Democratic president and a Democratic majority in Congress that could have fixed our broken tax system right after the global financial meltdown. Oh, we did have those things. And Hillary Clinton was part of that administration, and they didn't fix the tax code. So Donald Trump gets to pay $750 in taxes because of Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama and the Democrats, along with the Republicans. Even Ann Coulter gets it. I don't think the conservative take on real Donald Trump paying no taxes should be because he's smart. I've paid nearly 50% of my income in taxes year after year, and any system that allows billionaires to pay zero is unspeakably corrupt. How about changing it, Democrats? How about changing it, Democrats? And Donald Trump and the Republicans own 2/3 of the federal government right now. How about asking them to do that? The top tax rate has been cut 6 times since 1980, usually with the Democrats' help.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see where the tax rate was? And then it keeps going down and down and down. And this is for the rich people. That's for the rich people. While Republicans are typically seen as the party of tax cuts for the rich, but analysis shows that Democrats have played a significant role in reductions in the top marginal tax rate. They provided over 30% of the total House and Senate votes in support of the bills that have lowered the top rate since the 1980s. Obama's 2010 tax cut bill, which delayed the sunsetting of the Bush tax cuts, passed with bipartisan support. This from the Washington Post. David Sirota points out data gleaned from recent government reports shows that the richest 1% steal $266 billion a year in unpaid taxes every single year. Trump did not make that. That's been going on for a long time. Trump has added to it.
Mm-hmm.
While we are all this outraged about Trump's tax returns, here are the top 60 companies that avoided paying all federal income taxes. Amazon.com is one of them. Many of these companies got coronavirus relief funds. Let's look at some of them. How about they have 447. Look at their taxes. Look what they paid in taxes. Negative $200. So they have $447 million in income. They paid negative $200. They got some money back, I guess. How about Alaska Air? They made $576 million. How much did they pay in taxes? Negative $5. They got $5 back from the government. Let's keep going. Let's go to Avis. $78 million. They paid minus $7. Let's go to Chevron. That's like, what is that? 40 billion? I don't even know it. That's 4,547 millions. So I don't know how many billions that is. But anyway, they paid negative $181. Chevron didn't pay income tax. But you did. Let's go to Halliburton. They didn't pay income tax. Halliburton. Goodyear Tire Company. They didn't pay income tax. Honeywell didn't pay income tax. IBM didn't pay income tax. JetBlue didn't pay income tax. MGM Hotels International didn't pay income tax. Netflix didn't pay income tax. Let's look. Whirlpool didn't pay income tax. I am shocked to learn, based on Donald Trump's tax returns, that rich people don't pay enough in taxes. Shocked. We live in a country where everybody knows the government is completely corrupt, except for the reporters. FYI, we have the lowest corporate tax rate since 1968. Is that true or false? According to the PolitiFact, it's 100% true. And now, if you want to know who to blame, so why did we just get Trump's tax returns now? Could we have gotten them earlier if we really wanted them? Why a month before the election? Turns out Trump's tax returns remained hidden because of Richard Neal. Who's that? Is he a Democrat? Does he have power? Turns out he does. Representative Richard Neal is in no rush to get Trump's tax returns. What? The one Democrat who can get Trump's state tax returns doesn't want to. That's infuriated the left. Ways and Means Chair Richard Neal, Democrat of Massachusetts, is taking a pass on the new New York law allowing him to obtain information on the president's finances.
That's weird.
Who's being naive, Kay? Vote blue. Vote blue. You really think there's two parties? Still, people think there's two parties in the United States. You are a chump. And as Ice Cube says,
everybody's, talking about get Trump out, get Trump out, get Trump out. If you vote, that's going to happen on the first day. So now what? Trump out, now what? What? What do we get in the first 100 days? That's what we're trying to figure out. What do we actually get that they could give us overnight like that? They just pulled $3 trillion out their ass and gave it to their friends. That's American taxpayer money. That's your money that they just gave away. And then there's 42% of black businesses closing. None of that money. Where's our fucking bailout? Where's the bailout? Not the PPP loan that they didn't give us. Where's the bailout? I don't want to hear about deficit. I don't want to hear about what our generations gonna have to pay. Because if we don't have shit, they ain't gonna have shit anyway to pay nothing. So we got to start something right now. Democrats don't seem like they got a plan. Republicans don't seem like they got a plan for us. So how the hell are you going to vote for them? Make them earn that vote. They can start today. They ain't got it yet. They can start today. Make their ass earn that vote, man. Stop playing with these people, and they'll stop playing with you.
That's what I was saying to the executive producer of The Simpsons. And he told me I was being privileged. It's funny. It's funny. When I say funny, I mean sad and tragic to see my blue check Hollywood comedian friends that I have made over the last 20 years turn into willing tools of the oligarchy because they're rich now. They don't have a problem that they need government to solve. So they don't understand that you're supposed to pressure Joe Biden and the Democrats to actually do something for people. But they don't give a fuck because they don't need anything to be done for them. They just don't like Trump on TV. It's shallow. It's very shallow. Hey, everybody, this is the part where I tell you where all our live shows are, but there aren't any. And then this is why I tell you to join our premium program and get extra content, but nobody's got a fucking job. So just enjoy the video.